taught 37 years, and there's been nobody close to what Clark Woods was to education.
I believe Clark had that calling on his life to be a teacher.
And the best advice he gave me was, my wife and I had children, put teaching back a little bit, put your kids first, put your family first. He really pushed that.
I met him in high school in 1964, I think it was. And he followed me around at school for a while, and then he asked me to the homecoming game. He fell into teaching by accident and loved it from the first day.
He kind of took me under his wing and guided me. He taught me how to teach and how to relate to kids and other teachers.
I did my student teaching with him at Hillcrest in 1987. And at that time, I didn't want to teach. Having done it with him and seeing the kind of teacher that he is or was, made me want to really become an ag teacher.
You know, he would say, be true to your kids. If you don't know, don't fake it. Get to know them personally. They are people.
Clark always tried to set students up for success.
He wanted everybody to succeed. And for some reason, he had a real penchant for communicating with people on all different levels.
He did believe in every student.
He was a big proponent, too, of everybody doesn't need to go to college. We need a vocational track for people because people need to do those jobs, too.
Clark Woods can talk to anybody. Clark Woods can relate to anybody. He told stories, but his stories had meaning to it, and when the kids walked out of there, they'd say, I learned something.
Clark was going to find some way to connect with that student. Clark used that platform of agriculture to touch many lives over his tenure as a teacher.
It was the 2012-13 year, and he started in the fall he had asthma really bad anyway. He said, I just feel like something's in my throat. It's hard for me to swallow. And then they decided to do an endoscopy and look into his stomach and see if maybe he needed dilation or something like that. And that's when they found the cancer.
After Clark passed, we had this Distinguished Teacher Award they give every year to a teacher that's really had a brilliant career. So now it's the Clark Woods Distinguished Teacher Award. And I received that in 2016. So that was an honor.
After he died, we got letters from kids all over the United States from as far away as Wyoming. It's really nice to know that the person you decided to was your soulmate and to be with all the rest of your life was appreciated by other people too. He was just a good old guy.